Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to go over how to make this card here. We made this at a stamp camp at convention, and it's a really cute card. You slide off this belly band, and then the card expands like such. Isn't that adorable? And as you can see, it uses quite a bit of our decorative paper. So I'm going to show you how to make this card. I hope you really enjoy this one. I thought it was cute and something out of the ordinary. So we're going to be starting today with a piece of paper that is 5.5 by 11. And I'm going to put it in my score pile here. And as you all know, this is one of my favorite things. I just love this. Now, the dimensions for scoring. I'm going to score at 1.5. Then I'm going to score again at 3. Then I'm scoring at 5.5. And my last score line is going to be at 8. Now I'm going to start folding my card so you can see the card start to take form. So I'm making peaks and valleys. It's actually going to alternate. So then I'll have some decorative paper peeping out from behind each of the pieces. And there you get an idea of what it's going to look like. I'm going to go ahead and slide in my score mat, so then I can use my score pile as my surface. So what I've already done is cut some strips of the new Bella Rose paper, and you'll see it's two-sided paper. So on one of them I'm going to be using both sides. And I've cut it to be just a little bit smaller than the panel. So like for instance, this panel is 1.5 by 5.5. So I cut it to be 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. So let's go ahead and get that glued down. Use my handy dandy glue.
Count me in.
This has 2 of the new ink colors on the paper. Actually 3, because we have pink pirouette and dots on this piece. But then this is Kiwi Kiss. And you'll see that that's the main color here, Kiwi Kiss. And then we have the Red Riding Hood. Or Riding Hood Red, I think is the name. I love calling it Red Riding Hood, but that's not right. But very pretty paper. I think all of our decorative paper in the new book is beautiful, though. So, I guess that'd be another favorite. I love decorative papers. So there we go. So now if I fold it back, you can start to see it coming together. Isn't that pretty? So next thing I want to do is I want a little accent here. You can see on the model card that they had a star. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Dreams du Jour set, and I've taken that adorable little butterfly from there. There he is, isn't he cute? And I have stamped him in the Riding Hood red and then cut him out with a 1 1/4 punch. I'm going to then layer that onto a piece of the designer paper in 1 3/8. So let's get that going. There we go. And then lastly, I'm going to layer that on our circle scallop punch and Kiwi Kiss. There we go. And what I want to do is attach him to this panel right here so that he's hanging over. I want to make sure he doesn't go anywhere though, so I'm going to use my sticky strip tape. And as everybody knows, this is one of my favorites here. So I use this stuff by the ton. I'm just going to put it on a half of it because like I said, when it folds I want it to be on top. So I'm just going to put it on 1/2 of my circle punch. Just flatten that out. I don't have glue on this side, so when I fold it, you can see he's kind of hanging over. But when it's open, he lays flat. Isn't that cute? Okay. Next thing I did was took a strip of the Kiwi Kiss, and I believe this is 7 inches long, probably about 2 inches wide, and it's going to become my belly band. So to make my belly band, I'm going to just center it where I want it to be, and then kind of loosely flip it over. I don't want it to be too tight, because then I won't be able to get it on and off. So there we go. And then what I'm going to do is take another piece of our sticky strip, cut that. That might even be longer than I need. And I'm going to put that right here to make my belly band. There we go. So now that'll slide on and off. And I've taken the sentiment from the Dreams du Jour and I stamped it in Kiwi Kiss, but then what I did was I used a wet Q-tip and I cleaned off the words that are in bold, the larger words, no life. Then I took some of my re-inker of the Riding Hood Red, and I don't think I've ever used this before on a tutorial, but I want to show you these. I use these fantastic sticks. Unfortunately at Stampin' Up! We don't sell them yet, but these are wonderful. It makes any re-inker into a marker. So all you have to do is dip it into your re-inker, and it picks up a lot of color, and then you can paint on your stamps. So I used that on the words that I had cleared off with the Q-tip, and then this was the final result. So I was able to highlight those words in a different color. Isn't that adorable? So even though you don't have markers, buy your re-inkers, because you can make them into markers with these fantastic sticks, and they're really cheap. I think they also have them at like Archivers, but I know they have them at Joann's and Michael's, and there's a package of them in the back so you can see the name of the company. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but fantastics. And then that's going to be my sentiment for the front of my belly band. And it's all ready to go. What do you think? Cute? I like it.